The human brain is a complex and highly sophisticated organ that controls a variety of functions, including thought, memory, emotion, and movement. In order to maintain a healthy and functioning brain, it is important to follow a healthy and balanced diet that is rich in essential nutrients and vitamins. However, there are certain foods and dietary habits that can have a negative impact on the brain, causing a decline in cognitive function, memory, and overall brain health. 1. Refined sugars. One of the biggest culprits in a diet that can negatively impact brain health is refined sugars. Consuming large amounts of refined sugars can lead to a spike in blood sugar levels, which can cause increased inflammation in the brain. This inflammation can increase the risk of developing conditions such as Alzheimer's disease and can lead to decreased cognitive function and memory. Refined sugars are often found in processed foods and sweets, such as candy, pastries, and soda. It is important to limit the consumption of these types of foods and choose healthier options, such as fresh fruits, to satisfy sweet cravings. 2. Trans fats. Trans fats, commonly found in processed foods and fried foods, are another type of food that can have a negative impact on the brain. These unhealthy fats have been linked to a decrease in cognitive function and memory, as well as increased inflammation in the brain. Inflammation can lead to the development of neurodegenerative diseases, such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. It is important to avoid processed foods and fried foods and instead choose healthy fats, such as those found in nuts, seeds, and avocados. 3. Artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners, such as aspartame, have become increasingly popular in recent years as a low-calorie alternative to sugar. However, research has shown that artificial sweeteners can have negative effects on the brain. These sweeteners have been linked to headaches, memory loss, and decreased cognitive function. Additionally, artificial sweeteners have been shown to interfere with the body's natural ability to regulate blood sugar levels, which can lead to insulin resistance and decrease brain function. It is important to limit the consumption of artificial sweeteners and choose natural sweeteners, such as honey and maple syrup, instead. 4. Processed foods. Processed foods, such as chips, crackers, and packaged snacks, are often high in unhealthy fats, sugar, and artificial ingredients. These types of foods can lead to inflammation in the brain and can decrease cognitive function and memory. Processed foods are also often low in essential nutrients that the brain needs to function properly, such as vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. It is important to limit the consumption of processed foods and choose whole, nutrient-rich foods, such as fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, instead. 5. Alcohol. Excessive alcohol consumption can have a negative impact on the brain, leading to long-term damage. Alcohol has been linked to decreased cognitive function, memory loss, and an increased risk of developing neurodegenerative diseases. Additionally, alcohol has been shown to interfere with the body's natural ability to produce important neurotransmitters, such as dopamine and serotonin, which can lead to decreased brain function. It is important to limit alcohol consumption and choose healthier alternatives, such as water or herbal tea, instead. 6. High-sodium diets. High-sodium diets, where the intake of salt is excessive, can also have a negative impact on the brain. High sodium intake has been linked to increased inflammation and increased blood pressure, which can damage blood vessels in the brain and lead to decreased cognitive function and memory. High-sodium diets are often found in processed and packaged foods, such as snack foods, soups, and canned goods. It is important to limit the intake of salt and choose fresh, whole foods that are low in sodium. 7. Caffeine. While caffeine can have some benefits for cognitive function and mood, excessive consumption can have negative effects on the brain. Caffeine can lead to increased anxiety, insomnia, and decreased cognitive function. Additionally, caffeine can interfere with the body's natural ability to regulate neurotransmitter levels, which can lead to decreased brain function. It is important to limit caffeine consumption and choose decaffeinated options, such as herbal tea, instead. 8. Mercury-containing seafood. Certain types of seafood, such as shark, swordfish, and tilefish, can contain high levels of mercury. Mercury is a toxic substance that can have a negative impact on the brain, leading to decreased cognitive function and memory. Additionally, mercury exposure can increase the risk of developing neurodegenerative diseases, such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. It is important to choose seafood that is low in mercury, such as salmon, sardines, and anchovies, and limit the consumption of high-mercury seafood. 9. Processed meats. Processed meats, such as ham, bacon, and sausage, can also have a negative impact on the brain. These meats are often high in unhealthy fats, sodium, and preservatives, which can lead to inflammation in the brain and decreased cognitive function. Additionally, processed meats have been linked to an increased risk of developing neurodegenerative diseases, such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. It is important to limit the consumption of processed meats and choose healthier protein options, such as poultry, fish, and legumes. In conclusion, maintaining a healthy diet is crucial for maintaining a healthy and functioning brain. There are certain foods and dietary habits that can have a negative impact on the brain, including refined sugars, trans fats, artificial sweeteners, processed foods, alcohol, high-sodium diets, caffeine, mercury-containing seafood, and processed meats. By avoiding these foods and incorporating nutrient-rich, whole foods into your diet, you can support optimal brain health and function. It is important to work with a healthcare professional or registered dietitian to develop an individualized dietary plan that meets your unique needs and supports your overall health and wellness. For more exciting and informative content, like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification bell to stay updated.